Greetings all, Shane Bruce, Restomod Daisy, with an update on the number 111 Model 40 Red Ryder Balloon Buster, the Rampage. This particular model, 40, number 111 Model 40 Daisy, has been my prototype development gun. So it's been taken apart, put together, taken apart, put together numerous times as we've struggled with developing a gun that will go from a standard gravity feed Red Ryder position to a spring-fed magazine force feed weapon that's capable of rapid fire. Now, to get to that point in time, we've done a couple of things. The first change we've made, this is a plunger assembly and from a standard 1938B. Now, the standard 1938B, and in fact the 111 Model 40s, have always functioned with what is called a spring anchor. That's this little device right here. Now, the spring anchor looks like this when it's on the gun, and its job is to go into the receiver here and block the spring. That is where the compressive power of the system comes from in a standard build. Now, what this translated into with the number 111 Model 40 is a lever that's very difficult to cut because the springs on these guns were a little beefier than what you get nowadays. So what we've done is we've adapted some design characteristics and some design features from Charles Lefever. He developed a sliding spring block. This is not an exact duplicate, but it performs the same function. What it allows you to do is get away from using a fixed pin and utilize this sliding device to enable the mainspring to compress. Now, the biggest change that comes about with using a sliding spring block is on the standard stock gun. The 11140 is very difficult to arm. It is a strong spring, and you got to work hard to get that running. All right, so on a Charles Lefever inspired design, adopted from the Daisy 27, the gun cocks on the closing stroke, not the opening stroke. So what you see is the opening stroke is quite easy. The closing stroke is where the spring gets compressed, and then the gun fires. So opening stroke, real easy. Closing stroke, difficult, but not as difficult as the stock number 111 Model 40, because you're not compressing as much spring all at once. So by going to this type of breech mechanism, we've made the stroke cycle on the mod gun a lot easier to use. Now, the second thing we've done is we've worked on a new lever. You'll notice that this lever is not solid like a standard Daisy lever or a small aperture. Instead, what we've done is we've fabricated a steel billet, and we've given ourselves a leather strap so that we can mount the gun for the opening stroke. Whoops, let me get this one fired. For the opening stroke, and then pull the gun closed for the closing stroke, the arming stroke and firing stroke. This gets your speed of fire up dramatically, and you do not have to pull the gun off shoulder because you've got a spring-loaded 50 round mag tube in it from the new Daisy Model 25. These drop right in, bolt right up. It's the easiest mod you can make to an old Daisy to give it a little bit more velocity. 50 rounds of assured feeding and much reduced misfires and jams. Well, that's where we're at on the process. The prototype gun doesn't look as good as what we anticipate the finished gun looking like, but it works really well. Shane Bruce, Restomod Daisy, signing off.